and welcome back to Jazzy's Angel Number Tarot. I am super excited for today's video because today we are getting into messages from your divine counterpart, okay? Whether you know them or not, we're gonna get into it and we'll get some details on the story to see what's going on with that too. So, before we get started, you can hit me up on Etsy. It's in the description below. For your protection, that's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me, okay, if you need one. Don't forget to like the video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you're feeling called to, and other than that, we're just gonna jump right in. So this is the time to pause the video if you need more time, and yes, you can of course pick more than one pile. But we have group 1 with the green stone, group 2 with the blue stone, group 3 with the purple stone, and group 4 with the red stone. So just take 3 deep mindful breaths, center yourself, center your intuition, and then go ahead and pick the pile or the piles that you're being called to, and we're just gonna get started. All right, group 1 with the green stone, let's jump right into it, okay? Messages from your divine counterpart. So, these are the first 2 cards that were under your stone, and they say, we share the same core values in life, vision. This makes you so special to me, okay? And then we have, I want to be free with you. Let's experience everything we can together. So what I get immediately, I'm not getting an energy that you know this person already. We're gonna pull more cards and see if there's any cards that indicate that there's already a relationship going here. But what I can say is your divine counterpart, you're gonna know this person. You won't really have that doubt. Do I know them already? Do I not? Because you're so in sync. Genuinely, the conversation is on point. It doesn't feel awkward. They're not, you know, forcing you to hold the conversation, and vice versa. Like, you really do blend well together. Let's experience everything we can together. I get a very adventurous and fun energy with this. So this person is going to be very different, very free-spirited, very open, wanting to share their life with you, seeing you as valuable. So if you don't feel like you've gotten that yet out of someone, because some of you, I feel like I get this energy with you guys, group 1. I just feel like you want to attach a person to this energy, but I'm really leaning towards you don't know this person. For you guys, really leaning towards this is not someone you know and you've already had experience with. It just feels like it's just too easy because you'd be with them unless there was something that literally came out of nowhere after you guys were like this. I would not say that you know this person. Ooh, okay, hold on. We get a couple more cards. I'm still not convinced. I'm gonna pull some tarot next. Any other messages from this deck for group 1? Hold on, we got a couple that fell. Oh, we got 4 that fell. Okay. All right, let's get into it. These are the first 2. Ooh, wow. We have, you need to let go of neediness because I'm always thinking of you and I miss you as much as you miss me. And then we have, you walked into my heart like you always belonged there, took down my walls and lit my soul on fire. Very, very powerful connection. Took down my walls. This is someone who's open with you, not someone who has a bunch of walls up, because someone is confusing this person, the divine counterpart, with like a twin flame or a karmic that they've dealt with. Twin flames typically have those runner-chaser dynamics, and karmics are for karmic purposes, to play out karma and things like that. So like, I feel someone wanting to attach that person to this, but this feels totally different, and I'm not seeing why you wouldn't still be with this person, like I said, unless there was something that came like out of left field and it's just like really put your situation on pause. If that's not your story, I'm really still feeling like you don't know this person, because even though it says I miss you as much as you miss me, there's like a spiritual longing. The thing about your divine counterpart, you experience them in the 5D, you experience them in the dream space. You may have dreamt of this person and then you haven't in a long time. You know, you used to have someone that would always come into your dreams, but you haven't seen them in a long time. Divine counterparts, you have energy like and experiences with them before you see them in the 3D. So even though these cards indicate past tense, for 1 it's the cards, and then for 2 it's just like you can experience your divine counterpart in other forms. All right, we have, we must feel we must first feel complete individually before we're able to feel complete together. And then I'm consistently surprised by the longing for you that never quiets. So, oh my God, yeah, this is definitely a divine counterpart reading because the energy is so strong and passionate and genuine. And the thing about divine counterparts, when you see your divine counterpart, you know, and you just want to move into it. So there may be a little bit of drama, just like any relationship, depending on how people live their lives. You know, if they've been living as a player, there's gonna be some sort of transitional period, but typically both parties like really want to go in once they meet each other, because you can't replicate this energy. Like, you really can't. Like, if someone doesn't have the sauce, they just don't. Like, the divine counterpart connections just hit so different. From our first time meeting, you were recognized by my heart before my eyes understood who you were. I absolutely love it. Like I said, you're definitely communicating with this person in other dimensions, forms of reality. And once you meet them, it's like that heart pulling. I've personally felt this before. If you've never felt it, when you've met someone and your heart literally like recognizes them, that's the perfect way to put it. It's gonna be so different. You're gonna be so sure. And then we have, you are my perfect mirror. I reflect everything within your consciousness. Oh my God, I just feel like this relationship is gonna have so much to it. The messages from your divine counterpart, if you do know this person, for the few of you who have already met this person in the 3D, they're really missing you and they're doing their best to work through anything that would be keeping you apart. You run across this person's mind all the freaking time. All the time. And they really have you on their heart and their spirit and their thoughts. They can't get away from that. They think about you so much. We have the Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So yes, they're going through it, or yes, they've been through it. Both of you have been through it together, but you're working to ascend. Working through ascend regardless of everything that you've been through. The Ten of Swords ain't no hoe. It's a tough energy to work through, to work with. Ten of Swords is really just like, honestly, it's like defeat. And when you're in Ten of Swords and you're really transmuting that energy, you can accept that it's defeat because you realize that defeat isn't always a bad thing, but it's a rough, gnarly energy. Like, it's hard to go through it. We got the King of Swords in reverse and the Two of Cups. King of Swords in reverse, the Suit of Swords is all about communication. So if you do know this person, you're definitely in a no contact with them or very minimal contact. But King of Swords in reverse, for those of you who do not know your divine counterpart, you have not met them, there's a lot of reassurance here in your reading that you guys will figure it out and you will get your chance. It's really just about being patient for it, patient for things to come together. I feel like you're wrapping up cycles if you don't know this person. Both of you are wrapping up cycles and it's like things are coming together, but you know, you're gonna wanna be patient. We got the Page of Swords, Seven of Coins in reverse. What I will say, a message is from the universe is creeping in there. The universe is really telling you, hold your vision, okay? Whatever the universe is telling you to do, do it. Seven of Coins in reverse is kind of like an energy, and especially with the Page of Swords, that's like a naive energy, trying to figure things out and do it yourself instead of following the way the universe is telling you to do things. Regardless of what it looks like, the universe is working in your favor. The universe is on your side and wants you to be happy. So the universe is leading you essentially to your divine counterpart. But if you resist, you know, the process and you're fighting and, you know, you don't want to surrender, it's going to be hard for you, you know. It's going to take longer than it needs to. Let's pull from the Moon deck. You guys communicate so much though. Like, it's funny that the King of Swords came in reverse because that's definitely feeling like 3D contact. You've seen this person in your dreams or you felt them in your dreams. I hope you guys remember your dreams, group one, because that would really freaking suck. Like, sometimes I wake up and I'm absolutely exhausted and I'm like, yeah, I was doing light work last night because I can barely remember my dreams, or I'm only remembering like little bits and pieces or nothing. I know it was some, you know, intense energy in the dream space. So I'm hoping you guys can remember, so you get to like experience them and feel their energy, because this is like a very powerful, sweet, passionate connection. Yeah, we have the full moon in Taurus and the full moon in Sagittarius, because I do feel like you guys are so ready for the divine counterpart, so ready for things to be here, now. Look at the bigger picture is what it says at the bottom of the full moon in Sag, at the bottom of the full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Definitely lean into what the universe is telling you. The universe is not leading you in the wrong direction, and the universe is really on your side, you guys. So yeah, that's what I have for you, okay? Messages from your divine counterpart. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading. Don't forget to like the video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, and that was your pile. I'll talk to you later. Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. All right, group 2 with the blue stone. Let's jump right into it, okay? Messages from your divine counterpart. So these are the first 2 cards that we had under your stone. I just saw 1212 as I looked at the clock, so you may want to look into that angel number. But we have one day all of the pieces will come together and you will understand why we went through everything that we did. And we need to decide what we're going to do now. Okay, so for you guys with group 1, it was really kind of like, it really didn't feel like they've met this person already, but with you guys, it feels like you guys already have some energy built in the 3D. Specifically, I was explaining to group 1, specifically with the divine counterpart energy, there's a lot of dream space and a lot of 5D connections typically that happens with these types of connections. Usually you know them before you know them. Like you can feel their energy, you communicate with them in ways. I just did some Reiki the other day for my future husband while I was meditating, sending my future husband some healing energy. So you'd be surprised. Let's see. Oof. Yeah, I feel like you guys have definitely met before. I chose someone else and I realized I made a terrible mistake. I feel guilty about my connection with you. I'm not sure I should even be interacting with you. Okay, now that's a lot of tea. They feel guilty about your connection with you. This could be a manager. This could be someone who's older than you. This could be a family friend or a friend's sibling, brother or sister. This could be someone who's already in a connection, whether they're married or they're already committed to someone else. But for some of you, I feel like this is you guys going separate ways. Like when you graduated high school, I'm getting for someone, you went to different schools and you didn't keep in touch, and they really regret that because now they're with someone that they don't connect with in the same way that they connected with you. However the story applies to your life, you'll know. But for some of you, this isn't someone you've been in a full-on relationship with. I was naive before, but I know which mistakes not to repeat. I want a healthy relationship with you. So this is someone who very much so wants progress. Your divine counterpart is sick to their stomach right now. For some of them, they're still in a connection, so it's like you can only do so much about that. Like, you got to figure that out, bud. I can't get you out of your relationship for you. If that's the case, I feel like this person needs to heal a little bit more as well. They know what they want, I can say that. They want a relationship with you. We need to decide what we're going to do now. I feel like they have things that they need to do, and I feel like you guys are just kind of waiting for them to do those things, you know? It's like there's only so much I can do. I can't do it. I'm not in your marriage with you. I'm not in your relationship with you. I can't pull those feelings of, you know, feeling awkward because I'm significantly younger for you out of your being. I can't make you feel any differently than you do. I can't take the guilt away from you. You have to take it from yourself. Like, and I'm just getting an energy here where it's like they're looking at you like, we need to figure out what we're gonna do. You need to figure out what you're gonna do. Like, I already told you I'm all in, but there's not very much I can do with this energy as it is. You know, you're gonna have to open your energy. You're gonna have to communicate. You're gonna have to put more into this connection. Like, I feel like you guys kind of feeling like my hands are tied. I've done like really what I could. Okay, these are the cards that came out as well. Until you let someone go fully, they cannot come back to you. Whatever happens, you cannot lose what is yours by divine right. until you let someone go fully, they cannot come back to you. Whatever happens, you cannot lose what is yours by divine right. I had to repeat that because it confused me at first. But basically the message of the card is, you know, the universe, this is definitely coming in with a universal perspective, almost like a Saturnian energy coming through. It's definitely saying that the universe is saying you got to let them fully go and do what they need to do because they know what they need to do at this point. And we've already kind of discovered that in the reading so far as well. What's for you is not going to be taken away from you as well. So you're getting that confirmation because some of you guys, you know, you're kind of at a standstill because you're still giving this person a part of you to some degree. You're still giving this person a part of you, and they can't fully come back to you if they already have you in some way. You know, because a lot of people get comfortable with what they can have, especially in third-party situations. If they can get you in a sensual kind of way, or if they can still get your communication, they can still lean on you when they have something that they want to talk about, you know, something really on their mind, when they need some healing or some understanding. If they can get that from you, they'll be straight. Like, most people would just be like, I'm just gonna do that for now. You know, so the universe is saying, you know what you need to do though. There's still a step for you to take, which I wasn't getting that before, but now, you know, that makes total sense. You may be kind of enabling them to, you know, not do that final thing that they need to do, to come, you know, to be with you. You and I were embers from the same fire, dust from the same star. We are echoes of the same love. I feel like you guys have a lot of passion for each other that is mutual, and you may be from the same like star planet or constellation, something like that. Especially if you had like a love at first sight type of feeling. Typically those connections, the reason they feel that way is because there's someone from like your home planet or constellation. So you literally like feel that, you know, your DNA recognizes their DNA. Super magnetic connection here. Yeah, we got the High Priestess. There's so much pressure on you, and I honestly hate that. I really do. Ace of Coins in reverse, High Priestess. I hate situations like this when there's like, you know what you need to do, and it's like sometimes you really just wish people would meet you in the freaking middle. You know, it sucks to have to be the bigger person all the time. It sucks to have to be the person that has to be completely vulnerable and surrender to the situation, even though they will have to as well, you know. But it sucks that you guys are being called to, because Ace of Coins in reverse, the universe is saying this situation isn't going to move forward until you activate your inner High Priestess. And your High Priestess is telling you, you know, you need to pull back your energy, you know, or whatever you need to do specifically for your situation. This is still a general reading. You can hit me up if you want a private reading on Etsy. But yeah, I hate that. I hate this energy. I resonate with this pile. I've been through something similar to this before, and I just hate it. Nine of Swords in the Tower in reverse. The universe is saying, if you want to stop the pain, you know, if you want progress here, you know what you need to do. Nine of Swords, ugh, it's almost like you're choosing it to a certain degree. Choosing suffering. And yes, you're gonna suffer if you have to leave the situation, and I feel like that's kind of what's keeping you tethered to this situation as well, because you're like, they're suffering either way. I'm suffering now, and I'm suffering if I have to lose them or feel like I'm losing them, even if they do come back to me. Like both paths include suffering. So it's like fair, you know. I understand it 1000%. Like, it's so true. And it just sucks, you know, when you have to take that, especially if you're someone who's made a lot of spiritual progress. Usually you have that higher vantage point, that higher understanding. It's always like, you know, we're always the ones that have to like do that really hard work, and sometimes you just wish you had it easier. But this is the truth of the connection. We have the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The universe is telling you, untangle yourself, spend some time alone, spend some time in reflection, and see if there is a better way that you can go about this. And even if there, let me pull from this deck actually. And even if there is a period of time where you're gonna have to be, you know, uncomfortable, for this connection to move forward, it's really looking like there isn't very much further we can go without without some uncomfortability. We have inner peace and blessings. The universe is saying this is going to be easier than you think it's going to be as well. I know you have an idea of how things are going to go and feel like it's going to be so bad and it's going to be like really uncomfortable, and yes, it will be uncomfortable to some degree, period. But the universe is saying I'll help you along the way, and it's not going to be as bad as you think. But those are the messages from your divine counterpart. Honestly, a lot of we need to figure out what we need to do, and it's like you need to do what you need to do and just do it. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. You can hit me on Etsy. I already told you that. Don't forget to like the video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, and that was your pile. I'll talk to you later. Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. All right, group 3 with the purple stone. Let's get right into it, okay? Messages from your divine counterpart. So these are the first 2 cards that we have for you, and they say, when souls electrically connect via the heart, time and space does not hinder communication. Am I waiting in vain? How long must I wait? Yeah, you guys, with group 1, it felt like, you know, some of them knew their divine counterpart already, some of them didn't. Group 2 definitely for the most part didn't. And for you guys, it feels completely like you don't. It feels like you haven't met your divine counterpart. There's definitely like a highlighted area where it's like you guys have made a connection in the heart chakra. You feel this person's energy around. You may feel like someone's watching you from time to time even. But you feel like you're communicating with someone. Whenever you're really going through it, you get comfort. And it's not like a comfort from God necessarily. It's just like you kind of feel a warm presence that comes over you. Some of you guys didn't even make that connection until, you know, just now or recently. But I definitely feel, I was just explaining to all of the groups so far that, you know, specifically with divine counterparts, you're already connected, really. You're already connected. So a lot of people connect with their divine counterpart in the 5D or in the dream space before they meet them in the 3D. So here's these 2, and here's this one that have just come out. We share the same core values and life vision. That's what makes you so special to me. So tapping into this energy, I feel like you guys are really in sync. I feel like you guys are really in sync, but for whatever reason, I feel like it gets so close and then we kind of deviate. And it could be on your end, it could be on their end. It's like you get so close to meeting them or making progress with them, for the few of you who do know this person, and for whatever reason, something happens and you just kind of go on different paths. Once you meet each other though, what I can say is you guys share the same values, core vision. You want the same things out of life. You know, it's not like someone who wants to travel and someone who's ready for marriage and to settle down and just to live comfortably in their forever home, you know. It's not like someone who is on social media a lot. They value public opinion. They value, you know, celebrity tea, and they're all up in the mix with someone who, you know, completely lives off the grid and lives off the land, and their dream life is like ducked off in Costa Rica, like, you know, crop sharing or something like that, like where they can have something that they can do with their hands be what makes them valuable, or, you know, gives them stability. Nothing ever happens by chance. The universe always had a plan to bring us in this love together, no matter the circumstances. So the universe has been working hard, baby. Universe has been working hard to bring you guys together. And then we have, I know that we're created to be together eternally. You can't lose me. I am yours forever. So that's the confirmation from this person that they're absolutely totally down. And I know it can feel frustrating, especially if you haven't met your divine counterpart yet. Like, frustrating thinking the love of my life is probably off somewhere in a relationship and, you know, experiencing all this fun and living it up and being a hoe like, while I'm just here doing the work. But no, I feel like this person is growing spiritually. I get a bit of a hermit energy. I'm seeing someone with glasses, curly hair, pale skin, kind of like in a library. They look very wholesome. someone's person, I have just tapped into exactly who they are, and they smell good. Like, I don't know, I know it's kind of weird, but their energy is so wholesome. They're really not concerned with what's going on in the world. They kind of just do their own thing, and it's like, these are the glory days. I know you would think that they're off living their life, and they are living their life, and they enjoy their life, and they like their life, but just kind of low-key, and they're just more studious. And I'm gonna get out of that and tap back into the collective, because that's just really one person's story. Yeah, and this is exactly that. We have the Lovers, the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Wands. So it's really like space and time and whatever else you can think of cannot keep us apart, will not keep us apart. We will meet. We're already connected. We will have our time, our moment. But honestly, I feel like you and your divine counterpart, first of all, the messages from your divine counterpart, they're telling you they're not off doing the worst of the worst that you can think of. They're learning a lot right now. Three of Wands is definitely an energy of working with the universe, moving forward, building a business, working on your stability, figuring out your life purpose, that kind of thing. They're doing life, you know, and this Lovers card is saying you guys will, you know, come on each other's paths no matter what, really. But your person wants you to know that you can't lose me, I'm yours. They're already yours. It's like they've kind of already dedicated themselves to you. And then the universe is saying you're gonna be brought together. Do what you're being guided to do right now. If the universe is telling you tap into your stability, tap into your career, your life purpose, whatever, do what you're being guided to do on a personal level. Don't even worry about love, because you guys, it's just so ziplock tight. It's like you're going to meet, period. Two of Wands in reverse. Don't, you know, drive yourself crazy trying to find anyone. Do what you're guided to do. We have Justice in reverse and the Page of Coins in reverse. Honestly, I feel like one of you picks up a lot of the slack of the connection, or someone is super tapped in. I always gravitate towards saying it's the viewer, because just by watching a tarot reading, I know that you're somewhat spiritual in some way, at least to the degree where you'll entertain, you know, the occults or a reading or something like that. But it could be on their end. I feel like someone carries the brunt of this connection spiritually. They feel, you may be an empath, they feel everything. They feel everything with this connection. They can feel when their person is going through it, and then it rubs off on them, and you find yourself sad, and it's like, my life is going pretty good right now. Why am I crying? Why am I feeling sad and moody? You know? Again, you know, you may not have known it until the confirmation from this read, but there's definitely an uneven carrying of the energy. I don't feel like this is like someone's not doing the work that they need to do to get in alignment with this. I feel like this is definitely, got the Queen of Cups. That's an empathic divine feminine. So there's the confirmation as to who's likely holding this. The weight of the connection. And like just to finish that sentence before, I don't feel like it's a thing where someone's doing all the work they're supposed to do and get in alignment and someone isn't, because tapping into the energy of your divine counterpart, I very much so feel like they're carrying the weight of the connection, like their share. But there's a Queen of Cups. Someone, whoever identifies as divine feminine, or whoever's more tapped into their divine feminine energy, most of the time they feel the weight of this connection all the time. They can feel their divine counterpart. They can feel when they're going through it, and it's like, I wish I knew you in the 3D so I can freaking support you. Or if you have met, you know, your divine counterpart, I wish you would open up and, you know, be more ready and share more with me, because I can help you, but I can feel this and I want to get this off of my chest at this point, you know. Queen of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Cups. You know, it's just an energy of feeling a little helpless, like you can't do anything to help. Knight of Cups, what I can say is the universe is giving you the confirmation that this, you know, connection is naturally being brought together. Nine of Swords in reverse, Three of Swords. You guys are you and your divine counterpart are in a cycle or a phase in your life of transmuting karma. So that's what you guys are mutually working on, and it's probably honestly beneficial that you're not together at this point, because if you're like, the beauty about relationships is if you both grow in the same direction, the relationship will work out. But if you're both handling your own separate karma that has nothing to do with each other, you're going to feel you're going to either lash out on your partner, you're going to, you know, like place the blame on them, when really it's like, oh, this karma and this shadow work I'm doing is the source of my tension. But you may look at your partner and be like, no, it's you're making me unhappy, and it has nothing to do with them. So I feel like the dynamic you have right now is what is giving you guys the ability to have a stable future, and you're moving towards stability. But it's just a time to focus on yourself right now, okay? Four of Coins, Knight of Coins, it's just the time to build yourself up, and this connection will naturally be brought together. So yeah, I do feel like everything is happening with purpose right now for you guys. We have things are about to get really juicy, and you are adored. I absolutely love it. I feel the connection between you and your divine counterpart so strong. They feel your energy, they want to be with you, and you know, you're adored. Like I said, whether or not they know you, they already care about you, think about you, send you loving energy, and things are about to get juicy. So I'm hoping for a turn of events for you guys pretty soon here, and that's what it looks like is happening. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys, okay? You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading. Don't forget to like the video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, and that was your pile. I'll talk to you later. Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. All right, group 4 with the redstone. Let's get right into it, okay? Messages from your divine counterpart. So these are the first 2 cards we have that were under your stone. And they say, well, one of them just flat out says, please forgive me. The first one says, sometimes 2 people have to fall apart to realize how much they need to fall back together. So I do feel like with you guys, you do know your divine counterpart already. But we're gonna pull some more cards and see. I mean, please forgive me. That's the only thing I could think of is like, forgive me for dragging my feet. Forgive me for extending the time in which we meet because I chose to go on this side mission, or I got distracted by this person that was no good for me, and now you're kind of waiting for me to come through. But this definitely feels like you guys already know each other. Wow. There's those 2. I'd choose you in 100 lifetimes, in 100 worlds, in any version of reality. I'd find you and I'd choose you. So this person has been brought to their freaking knees, and it feels like, oh, it feels like, I want to say like, it feels like, I don't know, you guys, it feels like someone really kind of like taught them a harsh lesson, you know? They may have gone and entertained a connection with someone else, and the universe just taught them the illusion of the way people look and what they kind of offer in the beginning, and how they can be totally different, and you could end up in a relationship that's totally different than what you expect. You know what I mean? I feel like someone got distracted and they chose to be with someone else. Separation is an illusion. Everything connects through energy. We are connected and share a bond for one another, whether we're in direct contact or not. So you guys may be in a no contact with your person. You may not have felt this person's energy for a while. If you have not by chance met and the 3D already, you may not have felt this person's energy in a while. I was explaining to the other groups that usually with these divine counterpart situations, there's a lot of activity in other like dimensions, like the 5D or in the dream space. Usually there's a lot of activity. So you may not have felt this person's energy for a while because now they're trying to heal and make sense of the connection that they entertained that got them out of alignment with you. And a lot of them are embarrassed, to be honest. Look at this. You intimidate me. I idolize you so much. You're out of my league. You guys may have been, you may have glowed up since you stopped talking to this person, or they may feel like you're out of reach now. I really do feel like this person did you so dirty, and they're just so embarrassed. They're honestly so freaking embarrassed. Here's these 3. I feel lost without you. I need you. This person, they want you to help them heal. And that's another thing. Like, they know it's not right. After all that they've put you through, if you're in the situation where this person chose to be with someone else over you guys, after all they put you through, they're not wanting, they know that it's not fair to expect you to put the pieces back together. And they need you, but they know that they also need healing. So it's like, imagine they come back into your life, they waltz back into your life, and then you're healing them from the BS that the person they chose over you put them through. Like, they know it doesn't make sense. You're not going for it. I feel guilty about my connection with you. I'm not sure if I should even be interacting with you. Honestly, they don't feel worthy at this point. They don't know if they should talk to you. They don't feel like they deserve it. They don't feel like they deserve you. They messed up and they know they did. Let's keep this between me and you for now. I don't want others interfering in what we have. Nice try. You've likely told your friends or family, whoever's close to you. If this is a friend group situation, I just know it's messy. I just know it's messy because everybody knows what they did and they want to kind of get you alone. And I do feel like they have the best intentions, but I feel like they need to heal before they come back and bother you guys as well. That's how they feel as well. So that's the reason for the separation at this point. Some of them want you to get them out of the situation with the person because they're still currently with them and they're acting like they don't have the cojones to get out of it themselves. Like, it's just not your responsibility. But they don't want you telling your friends, you know. They know that your friends likely hate them, or your family likely hates them or dislikes them, and they don't want you involving them in your business because they know that they're gonna be looking out for the best for you. They know that they're going to tell you you should really watch your back, or they're gonna tell you flat out not to be with this person altogether. So they want to keep things on the hush hush, but that's not fair, you know. And if you've already, you know, told people about it, that's gonna have to be a lesson that you learn privately, because I don't believe in telling everybody your business, especially family, because family will hold a grudge. After you tell your family how someone is playing in your face, they will hold on to that to the end of time. We got the Knight of Swords and the Hermit though. So this is communication coming through after a long time of not saying very much. And we already know why they've been in Hermit energy, to heal, because they got lost in the sauce, you know. That's that 2022 energy. A lot of unions coming together. But the thing about Venus and why she's associated with 6 and 666 and evil is you know, the illusion, the allure. That's why Venus is kind of hated, to be honest, because she puts on a pretty face and sends out the most attractive energy, and then you find out who she's really, who they really are, and it's totally different from what it presented itself to be. Saturn brings in hard lessons, but you're not gonna hate Saturn, because at least you gotta at least put some respect on Saturn's name, because when Saturnian energy comes through, it's exactly what it is. You know what time it is. You know, it's time to learn this lesson. It's time to like face the music, face reality, and I'm not gonna go easy on you. You know, Mars, everybody knows Mars energy is very, I want to fight, I want to be very direct about this. So it's like, okay, you don't love Mars energy, but you can appreciate it because at least it's direct. Venus kind of lures you in, and it enchants you, and it makes you think that, ooh, I'm what you need, I'm what you want. And then you find out that's not what you want, what you need, and you become a slave to Venus energy, and it just plays the hell out of you after you're already like gaga over it. You can't get out of it, you know. That's that 2022 energy, child. It's gonna get you, and that's exactly how this feels. It feels like it just messed their whole life up. That's all I can say, you guys. Your divine counterpart is very apologetic. They're sorry. They're trying to work on themselves. They want to talk to you, and if they can get you to talk to them, they're going to try. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. They don't have very much to offer you right now because honestly they have a lot of healing that they need to do, but they're working their way through it. The Magician in reverse, 4 of Swords in reverse. The universe is telling you, do not feel bad for this person and get yourself all mixed up in their drama and end up because that's the thing, karma does not discriminate. The Magician in reverse, this is not your situation to fix. Karma does not discriminate. If you are linked up with this person as they're receiving their karma for what they've done to you, it's going to hit you too. And you're going to be like, why didn't the universe give them karma? It did, but it gave it to you too. Why was I negatively affected? Because you got all in the mix with this person when you knew you weren't supposed to. Let's see. We got new beginnings and inner peace. Beautiful. You guys, try to come to a peaceful, you know, place within your own energy for now. There's going to be a new beginning with this person. They want you to know that they want you so bad and they wish they didn't mess up and whatever, but it's in your best interest to let them handle this, you guys, before you get involved. Okay, so that's what I got for you today. Don't forget to like the video, please. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private read, but that's what I have for you today. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.